All right, guys. Last episode we dropped off at the assembly portion, and we were just starting to place parts on the shaft. So one of the things that I was trying to figure out was what I was going to do about the distance between these pillow blocks. I think what I'm going to do is divide it into thirds. So this shaft is 4 feet long, I believe. Let me check to make sure here real quick. And I think I'm going to divide that roughly into thirds. We'll let me get the old calculator out here. 48 divided by 3. Did I not turn it on? 16, huh? It's an even number, right on. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take hopefully the center lines on those. We'll find out. We'll collapse some of this stuff down here so we can see our whole tree. So, which one is this one? It's that one. I'm hoping the right plane or the top plane or the front plane. Front plane is on those. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to space that from the right plane of the model 8 inches. Yep, I like it. And so those are 16 apart for right now. I may spread them apart a little more. And then the pulley, there's 5 steps. So I think what I'm going to do there is I'm going to open this thing up, and I'm going to make a center plane between this edge and this edge, and we'll call that the mid plane. Vertical mid plane. Why do I keep doing that? And what we're going to do is we're going to mate that mid plane to the right plane of the top level. And we're going to also mate the top plane to the top plane of the shaft. Yes. Dang it. Alright. So we basically have all our mates set up right now. There's some things that need work, and these aren't. I'm gonna mate these to the end for now. Actually, you know what? We'll go in 1/2 inch. So let's see. We need to rough out a frame. How do I want to do this? Let's see. We'll go with, I guess we'll go with center line. So file, new, template. We're getting kind of close to our next 10 minutes here. We'll see if we can bust this out real quick. Yes to all. Alright, so we're going to go on the top plane here, and we're going to just rough something out real fast. Whoops. Move that over there. And we'll go 16 inches this way. Oh, make me crazy, Solidworks. And for now, we'll go 16 the other way too. ANSI inch. We're gonna do square tubing. We'll go like 1.5 by 1.5 by 0.6. Oops, not 180. Wait a minute, 180 wall? Sure. Sure. No, 180 wall's too thick. We'll go 0.63. And I don't want mitered corners. I think that's stupid. So we'll fix that here in a second. I gotta align the not used to having enough screen. I've got normally a huge screen. We'll go up on the top here. There. Okay. We're gonna fix these corners, make sure I'm facing forward here. So I'm gonna make these corner treatments run past. Like that. And I'm gonna continue to do that over here. I hate guessing. Alright, there we go. And then I'm actually going to put a plate on top of this and flipping cough. I'm going to go with 20. I'm just roughing this out, guys, seriously. And then hide. Control Q. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to sketch on top of this tube. And I am going to make a plate because I do not want... Catch that. What I don't want is I don't want the bolts going through the tubes. That's a pain in the ass. And you risk crushing the tubes. So there's a number of reasons not to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up with the corner here. And I'll probably have the local water jet guy cut this out because I don't have anything to work with plate. So let's see, what's this material going to be? Well, is it going to be half? That's probably too thick. We'll go with quarter. No, we're going to go with half. Or 3/8. I'm not quite sure. We'll stick with half for now. And welding half to this tubing is going to be about impossible, so I think I'm going to have to bring the tubing thickness up too. Let's see, we'll go with... how did I get 2 by 2? We'll go with 1.5 inches, an 1.5 inches by 125 wall. And that gives me a nice round to weld to. So it looks like we're up on our 10 minutes. We will name this, so we'll call this frame. Is that what I want to call that? Sure. And then we'll go ahead and get it in here. Oh, you know what? I actually wanted the frame at 0, 0, but I want it specific, so I'm glad that was actually accidental success. And then we'll just mate the right and the front planes together. Front, right, mate. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to loosen or unfix the shaft here. Float it. And what's the problem? The problem is I have my blocks mated to the top, so it's this block. What the bleep? Oh. Yeah. I'll get this figured out at some point. We want this surface here, and we want to flip it around. So I believe what we can do now is we can spin the shaft, and we don't have a front to back mate. How did that happen? Does that get us spinning? Oh, the shaft isn't mated from side to side. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Alright, so the right plane of the shaft is going to go with the right plane of the model of the top level. Alright, now I think we're good now. So obviously you can see we're going to have to let that out for that pulley. But rebuild and save document. So the issue is, oh, they hadn't even named it. Buffing machine. Buffing station. Buffing station. Save. So that's a little long, that video was. We'll drop off here real quick, but that gives us the ability to bolt it inside of that tubing. I'm gonna have to check and make sure, obviously, that the bolt's clear, bolt heads and all that stuff. So we're going to drop off there, and we will continue this on the next time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.